This up is hard work. Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Why not? I don't know. Can you, James?
Now that like
He's in
Foundation.
the zone. He's in the zone. He's in the zone. He wants to know if you can make it like the same way you told him to do. He gets in the zone just like Jimmy Morrison when Jim Morrison says you find the muse. James always finds the muse in the video games. Gets into that zone. I know what it's like too, because he's called me before, and then he had to call me a couple of times. Like, what do you want? I was just seeing if you're there or not. You're pretty quiet. It's like, because I was in the zone, man. I was in the zone. You took me out of
The
it.
scorched or the ferals don't get you. The rads will.
Low-hanging fruit. You can't pass low-hanging fruit. If it's just hanging there and an nice spot looks pretty good. I don't think you're allowed to say those words anymore. People are people, I think. I don't know. Some people are just nerds. How is he? How old would you say he is? Oh, so he's been around the block. He's, I used to work with an alcoholic. He was really quiet. He just sat in the tour room, always drunk. I never saw him drink, but I could always smell him. And he always looked nervous when I'd come in the room where he's supposed to be watching the tours. It's like I think I just came in just after he was taking a sip or something. I didn't see him. Fuck it, I smell it on him. Another time, I used to come in there other times he was sleeping. I knew he was passed out. Yeah, you drink when you're at work, you're an alcoholic. That's a big sign. You've got to take the booze to work, you're an alcoholic. Yeah, like I've seen some teachers do that on videos where they get taken away by the cops on the video, and you find out the teacher was drinking a couple glasses of wine before fucking, it's like even 7 in the morning, then go teach like fucking grade 4 students. Yeah, this the school board didn't feel the same as you, and they had her removed from the property and charged. Little bastards. Well, when I went to school, the teachers had all the control and power, and fucking not like that now. Now the students fucking tell the teacher fuck right off. sexually harassed. Not me. My teachers would fucking look like old maids. All the females. I was one teacher. No, no such thing from where I went. Late 20s. That's like no way. I mean, that's like maybe a. That's not even. No, nobody's that age. When I went to school, they all looked to me like in their 50s. They looked like they were in their 50s. We had this one teacher whose father was a hardcore military guy. His father was like a major in World War II. He was like big time fucking soldier. But his son, who was the teacher, didn't become a soldier. But I think he lived his father's fantasy of being a soldier through his teaching students because when you went to his class, this is grade six, it was like military. It was like, yes, sir. You couldn't say yes, sir. You had to be like, yes, sir, like that to him. And you're not like joking and having fun. He'd make you do push-ups and shit if you were doing shit wrong instead of like writing shit up. Instead of writing, I will not do that on the board. You're fucking put down on the ground doing push-ups and shit. Hey, he was really fucking hardcore. His name was Mr. Murphy. Never forgot him. I stayed on his good side. I was ready for him for 2 years. I was getting ready for him because I knew the legend about him, and I was like, I'm not fucking gonna get in trouble in that class. No fucking way. And I didn't. It was probably one of the best grades I ever got in any class was his because I was scared the fuck of him. He'd grab you people and throw them against the chalkboard. Pick them right up, throw them against it, bang. You don't fucking say that in my class, or you don't do that in my class. The kid, you don't go home and tell your parents, because if you go home and tell your parents, then your parents will give you a slap in the head for acting up in class. So the teachers had it made, but not no more now. Holy jeez, you see videos and the students are beating the fuck out of the teachers right in their own class. Beating the teacher up. How is that important right now? A hot dog story. That's it. That is it. Where's the mute button? You know, you'd think that I was the flutters. If you didn't know, I was joking around with you, and you're like somebody sitting on the side. You'd be like, that guy complains about flutters. He's worse than flutters. Yeah, but flutters means it. Yeah, you can tell in somebody's voice. Well, like I said, flutters get when he got mad, he made the whole room go quiet. That, I have a feeling he's going to be showing up again. I just have that feeling. And you know, it's going to be James that brings him in, but James is ready for him. James says that if he starts saying shit to James, James is going to tell him right straight up something. I already told it. Didn't they say that the other day, James? They said, fucking fuzzball. I can just imagine him and Flutters. He won't put up with none of his shit. I said, they didn't put up with No Mercy. No Mercy came in there wanting to try to kill everybody, hoping that we all had. Didn't. If we weren't in passive, he would have dropped all three of us, just like that. So we wouldn't have been ready. We wouldn't have expected him to do that. And the three of us would have been laying dead. Yeah, like, we're all buddies, same team. We do raids and stuff together. So why are you coming in doing that, man? If you want to do that, give a heads up. Say, hey, does anybody want a PvP instead of trying to? Because like I said, if we didn't have passive, we would have killed us all. Scrapped in monsters and snallygasters. You go to Charleston for the if you want to grab some monsters. Because I killed the ones here. You know where Oh, I didn't. No, he's still alive. I just killed two of the fuckers. I'm gonna kill a grafted monster now. Fuck, there's lots of toxic water here to make a base for a ghoul. No. Let me see where you are on the map. Oh, aren't you? Joining James's world. Are you in a regular world? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want. Where are you guys? And James. Okay, so everybody's in regular worlds. Okay. I just didn't know if you two were like chilling together, and I was like somewhere else. I don't care. Is Shantae around? Or she gone? She's sleeping. Yeah, well, if she's doing something, we're relaxing. Don't worry about it. He'll make it go in the room, make it sound like those guys. Sorry to bother you, honey, but those guys want to know. Like, okay. Exactly. That's how you play it. That's the button. In the old days, I'd jump right out of bed to do the robot, but not so much now. I just finished mine. But what I hate is where you try to fast travel, and you got that 15-second timer or 10-second timer ticking, and then something attacks me, and then I have to fucking set it up to fast travel again because I got to kill whatever's attacking me. Yeah, I don't get that. Like sometimes fast travel is zoop, and other times like tick, 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 tick. Monster Mash, she already did it. Yeah, yeah, it was James. He got it. I forgot about that. No, 40. 20 and 40. Every 20 minutes. 2040 on the 2040 on the hour. 2040 on the hour. For events popping up. I always re-roll that. It's one of the few things I use my re-rolls on. That might be the only thing I use my re-rolls on is daily ops, because a lot of times I'll come on like 12, 1 o'clock my time in the afternoon. Nobody's on none of you guys, of course, because different times and you're working. I'll see that daily ops and I'll be like, fuck that, I'll re-roll it, because how do I know if these guys are going to be on tonight? And if they are on, who's going to say they're in the fucking mood to do it? That I have no problem. There's some things about No Mercy that I have no problem saying that it kind of bothers me about him, but I'll give credit where it's due, and he's very good at daily ops. He knows what he's doing. He don't. Yeah, he is a little on the rude side, but I think that's. I don't think that's so much like him individually. I honestly think it's because that's the way Texans are, and I don't think they mean to sound rude. I think that's just the way they talk. There's sometimes where it's obvious if somebody's rude, but I honestly think that sometimes that's just the way they talk, because I've seen Texans and stuff in movies and things, and they talk like him, and you almost think they're being a prick, but they're not. But who knows? Like coming up trying to kill us all, that was definitely a prick. I don't know, but I don't care too much for this girlfriend, because we were in a party once and I had something like Radiated Queen for my female character's name, and she's never spoken to me. I've never even heard her once on the party chat, and I hear her in the background and she says, "Is that Cryptic Cowboy a faggot? Because he's using a female and the name's Queen." And No Mercy didn't say anything, and that was it. I don't know. She didn't say nothing else. And I was just thinking to myself, I didn't say anything either. No, I did say something. I said, "I ain't fucking gay." Something like that. And I said, "This is just it's the game." And nobody said nothing. It was kind of quiet, and then went on to the next thing. But I never forgot that, because I was like, "Lady, you don't know me. If I was rude to you, I can understand. But like, you don't even know me." And yeah, for your information, I love women. I only like men for sports. That's it, man. Like, who the fuck wants to screw a man other than a woman? That's fucking not right for me. I don't care what anybody does in their life, but that's not for me. I like fucking the way Adam and Eve and all that stuff where everybody's just man marries woman or man fucks woman, man dates woman, man loves woman. That's me. Using a female character in a video game doesn't tell somebody that you're a tranny or a fucking queer or anything like that because you're not. There's tons of people that you like to use women in games. Most games, I'm always a girl. And let me tell you, I'd make a shitty woman. A beard, fuck a little bit of a beard belly going on here. No, I would make a good woman. Not even in prison. they'd grab the they'd grab the one that was a little more or less hairy on the face. They'd just beat me up. I think I'd be pretty safe from being a girlfriend. Though I don't think I'll have to worry about that because I don't picture myself going to prison for 10 plus years for anything. And it's one thing I would not want to do is go to prison for 10 plus years at any time in my life. What a fucking shit. Those people that spend their life in prison like all the time, I don't, like they'll do 5 years, be out for a year, back in for another five. But how can you live like that? Eh, I don't know. All I know is I didn't like that she said that. I I would I would never say something like that. And just and it wouldn't even cross my mind if I saw somebody in the party that was they had a girl for their follow character. I wouldn't even blink an eye. If they were playing another video game and they had a female character, I wouldn't blink an eye either. Now, if were, they were hitting on me, that's a little different. I don't think I want you in my party anymore. I feel uncomfortable and violated. Fucking hitting on you're that's creepy shit. I wouldn't want that. Yeah, first comes anger immediately. Yeah, he's definitely Texan. The way he's straightforward in your face. In your face. You think? Not me. My friends, the closest to Texas is James in Nevada, and my friends in New Mexico. Oh, did James tell you he's going to be a Texan? Maybe. Oh, he's in the zone. Yep. That'd be fun. Once he moves to Texas, I got to come up with all these new Texas jokes to tease him with. A Texan and a PlayStation 5 walk into a bar. I got 8,800 plus of them. I'll have to show you a screenshot when I get to 10K. I told you before I got accused. I got accused one time on one of my chatters on YouTube. He told me, "Oh, you duplicated all those." No, I didn't. One, I don't know how to do that. Two, any item in the game that you drop can't be traded. If it says if you drop it, it'll be destroyed, you can't dupe those items. You can only dupe items that are tradable. Yeah, so I'm in the clear for that. And even if I wasn't in the clear for that, I honest to God, I don't know how to dupe. You guys have been hanging out with me long enough to know that I would have been a duper or a cheater because I would have said like, "Hey, do you guys want this or do you want that?" Or it would have came out in the wash. It would have said, "Hey, this guy's a fucking cheater." No, I don't even know how to do it. If I did know how to do it, I wouldn't because I'd be worried about getting kicked out of the game, getting caught. I don't know. No, I'm not, but I can. Well, after encrypted, if anybody's there. Yeah, of course. I'm going to do encrypted first before I leave this world. It's the only event, I think, the shelter. Okay, I know where there's lots of. I know where there's lots of soap. Okay, Flatwoods. There's two trailers that have soap. The guy that gives you the ribeye quest, and the other one that has the safe. I showed up here right at the end of this, right on. And after fucking go through any bullshit, they took about 4 shots at the sheep squad. The event is over. Not from me. I mean, this guy killed it. All I had to do was go 4 shots with my secondary weapon. Oh, I remember when this first came out, I saw people running around with that sheep squatch outfit. I was like, oh, I want that so much. And I got it and probably wore the sheep squatch outfit for about a week, and it was on to something else. Yeah, me too. I put it in my box just for keepsake. Just 2 pieces, the outfit and then the headpiece. You probably got like sciatica, nerve damage. I made a world. Yeah. So you'll be able to put your base up, no problem. Nobody will have that spot taken anymore. No, I set one up for me and Fuzzball to hang out with. And why? Why are you asking? Well, you can start your own world, hang out with your own friends. That's what I'm doing. You don't need me all the time. You don't need. Oh, you know I love you like a brother. I love you like a brother, James. I wouldn't hang out with you every fucking goddamn day of the week. I hang out with. I hang out with people online more than I hang out with my friends, and I'm not a loner. I actually have friends, but they're all married with children and turning into grandpas and grandmas. So, oh yeah, no, no, I do say online though. I make sure because they might say to me, "Who the fuck is James?" Like if I was talking to somebody, not that I have, but they might say because there's a lot of people that we know called James, so they might think I'm talking about one of our Jameses, and I'll be like, "No, no, no." I'd have to say like, "This is a guy from the states." Because there's a lot of Jameses where I hang. I got probably about 4 or 5 Jameses in my circle of friends and associates. So, like I said, somebody might think, "Oh, you're talking about what James are you talking about?" And I'll be like, "The one from Nevada." Nevada? Does he play hockey? No, he doesn't even know what fucking hockey is. No, no, I don't like. I try to make them. I don't want them thinking of you any more than just like an American. Yeah, but I like telling them that you're like right into Trump and you want to blow the world up. No, I don't. I actually like. I actually my friend. I've actually. I told you before, James. My aunt took me off. My aunt defriended me on Facebook because I like Trump. Yeah. I don't know when it's gonna go. I'm gonna guess not in our lifetime, but pretty close. I don't think we're gonna be around for a long time. I don't think it'll be in our lifetime. I think it'll be probably in the next 100 years. I don't know. I don't think China is ready, and Russia is definitely not ready. Russia's not ready. Russia's the big thing is watch out for Iran. That's World War III. Is Iran and Israel? That's World War III. Everybody says Russia, Ukraine. No, 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 no. Read your Bible. Read your fucking Bible. It's going to be the Middle East. And sure enough, look what's happening. I don't know if I can go to your lobby. We're in my world. Why don't you come to my world and do it? That way we don't have to. No, there's not. There's me. I see Locked Fuzzball. Locked Fuzzball's in Flatwoods. I see him. It's nice and peaceful here. We got nice weather. You should see the weather here. The skies are beautiful. It's like a beautiful afternoon, around 1 in the afternoon sort of look. Beautiful blue skies. Flatwoods looks wonderful. You can smell the fucking flowers. Come join us, James. I made a little team too.
Never seems to end.
Yeah, I call it Team James. But we don't have a James. So, me and you. Yeah, James the Gamer. Coming soon, James the Glitcher. I don't think I'll make that one. I got too many songs in the go.
Finally.
I'm working on the video for part 3 of the Sally, and then I can finally put them up, all 3 of them. We did a bonus one also. I'll tell you about that one later, because it's Sally Sings. Black Fuzzball, man, I don't know if you like Alice Cooper. I can't remember. We were talking about the other night. I know we are talking about Wayne's World, but I don't know. Did you actually say you like his music? Okay, so I like Alice Cooper. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you like him. Yeah, I got friends older than you that can't stand him. They think he's fucking garbage. But hey, they like Bon Jovi. But and he would, yeah, yeah. No, they. So I wrote
It's about time to eat.
I wrote 3 songs, and I had my one music thing make the music and sing it out, and I can pick all the styles. So what I did was I did an Alice Cooper trilogy in his style.
It's hard work.
What it's about, there's 3 songs, and what it's about is this guy, he's like this nerd, geeky fucking loser in high school, and he's obsessed and he's in love with this blonde, fucking gorgeous fucking cheerleader of the high school. She's like the super popular. So he just loves her to death, and he just wants her so bad, and he ends up stalking her. Then the obsession gets to the point where he basically kills her, takes her home, stuffs her up like a mummy, wraps her up in linen, and
Building this place up is
he
hard work.
fucking married, and he thinks he's like married to her and all that, and then what happens is no, the cops knock on his door, find the body, take him to an insane asylum, and he's like basically like haunted by this Sally. That's the girl he killed. It sounds weird, but it's cool. I don't know how to because why it's not showing me you in the group. It says you're
Never
private.
seems to end.
So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go like this to Fuzzball. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Oh, okay, I was reading this wrong. Promote to leader. Okay, sorry. There we are. I was doing it wrong, and then it just popped in my head. Remember that time James showed you and you didn't know how to do it? Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's just about time to eat.
All right. Yeah, I remember. Give one to me, because I've had two beer, and I remembered. And these are King cans, though. Mm-hmm. Goes right on. Molson Canadian. Made by John Molson, the owner of the Montreal Canadiens. I just got Whacked is there. You're there. I'm going to fast travel down to you. I'm fast traveling down to you. Remember, we're slower than you. You're like James the Gamer. We're like punch card. Go to the gunner. Yeah, switch my gun. Excusez-moi. Let me see, where's my gun of mine? There it is. Furious Poker Prime Gatling Laser. Go inside the high school. Went at Watoga. It's already full of them. James put his headset down beside the thing, so we got the echo. He always does that. He wouldn't be James if he didn't. No, he's got his own little quirks. We all do. I'm sure there's lots of things in. I'm sure. Oh, I know. I think there's a prime time where I can hang out with James for like a real long time, and I'm usually sleeping then. Like he should. Yeah, he likes his anime. That guy that I met James through, Miss something. I don't know his last part, but anyway, he's really into the anime too. My friend down in Roswell, New Mexico, he's right into anime. I'm not. James is trying to like telling me, "Oh, you can get into it." And I'm like, "No, I I know everybody, each to their own, bro. It's totally each to their own. I can't. I tried. Do you know that one called Death Note back in the late '90s, early 2000s? I tried to give that a chance because this was back in the day where people still watched like a lot of. There was no internet, so I would watch that on TV. Well, I guess there was internet, but it wasn't popular, and because it was on at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and there was nothing else on. So I would give it a chance, and it didn't work for me. So I eventually, I think I had that time of night, I just put my video, like my Sega Genesis. You know what's really cool, guys, is that update that they made it so we can put our fusion cores in our ammo box. You bet. Me too. I like mine Roman Satirian. I love Rome and the Empire. I know, but you guys are pissing me off. I'm just joking. Yeah, poor me. You're supposed to say, "Isn't that a shame?" or something like that, or what do you say? I don't know. That's a shame. Yeah, I think that's what you're gonna say to Flutters. Was, that's a shame when he says, "I just need 2 more reflectors." Oh, that's a shame. Good old Flutters. Oh. You guys are here. Sweet. Yeah, let's listen to your little Flutter stories. I like those
Alert.
stories.
Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems. Warning, enemy. Security buffer online. Take shelter.
Yep. It'll be me with the grenades. Oh yeah, wait for James. James. Alright, new rules. Just kill the robot, no talking unless you're... No, I'm just
This
joking.
is an automated message.
Yeah, I'm just
Evacuation
joking.
is in
Right
progress.
now it goes.
Please
Everybody's looking
proceed
for the
to the nearest
weekend.
exit
Everybody's
in an
looking for a
orderly
little
manner.
roaming. You can thank me with caps. I'll put a bobby pin in for 10K. Always repay people. Oh, no, no. Leave the old days. We didn't need no help. Those are good times. Boy, we sure fucking took advantage of that. No, I don't think they're gonna do that. Let us cheat. Like, alright, here we go.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating
That's
defense
a shame.
systems.
Oh, I guess we gotta do her. We don't have to leave, eh? We don't have to leave because we didn't kill him. Alright, good. There we go. I don't know, I'm following you, so I'm just a scum. That's okay. Jesus Christ, you silly bastard. You silly bastards. Get away with your instincts, James. Well, I'm the little tail on the donkey. I'm the little tail. That's what I am. I'm the little tail on the donkey. That might, and mostly if it's a hot one. White hot, that is. Well, I guess I can contribute. That's pretty good. Just tell me when.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems. Critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately.
Fucking James. Fucking James. Oh, I don't think the two of us can do it. Mm-mm. Not tonight. Gotta put that love on it. Gotta give it that love for the favorite. Ready? Alright, here we go.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense
We'll see.
systems.
You miss pizza pops after 20 minutes. What the fuck? I'm sick of them. I ate too many of them in high school. I'm coming out. Yeah, I sure enjoyed them for quite a few years though. This one day I went to have them in my late 20s, and I was like, I don't know why the fuck I ever ate these. But I guess you just change as you get older. Some people, but I sure loved them. I had a friend that used to deep fry the fucking things, and they were delicious when he used to deep fry them at his house. Totally new levels. No, it wasn't just like you. My friend is nothing like you, and he doesn't even eat fish sticks. I'm just joking around with you. I gotta stop joking so much. Starting to get annoying. I have to be more praiseful. Praise King James, the gamer. James is the reason why we buy a PlayStation.
This
There,
is an
it's a bunch of
automated
nice
message.
things.
Evacuation
That's
is
it.
in
That's about all
progress.
I got.
Please
Alright.
proceed
You
to
guys
the
already
nearest
pushed the
exit
button.
in an orderly manner.
Alright, here we come. Okay, I'm coming down the last hallway. Yep, here we come down. Coming right out, just like a bird. Yeah, just like a bird. Came right over that big snatch. I'm here. I'm here. Hitting the button right now.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems. Warning, energy usage critical. Temperature reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter.
Go pee, and I'm gonna go pee, and then we'll come back and we'll do one more for James. Alrighty, I'll be right back. I gotta go urinate. I'm all done going pee. Excuse me more. What time did you get up today, James? Did you get any good sleep this time? Oh, geez, that's a lot. You must feel pretty good after that. Overslept, overslept. I've done that many times, brother. You get so much sleep that you wake up and you're still tired. Overslept. I don't know why the body does that. It's kind of strange, eh? I can't explain that. I'd have to look that one up. But if you like really oversleep, like again, I think we only need like 6 hours to health wise. 6 hours. You get up in the 10 and 12 hours sleeping range. Nope. So what time do you get up? It's 4. What time do you have to go to bed in the military? If you're at like the barracks, like the home base.
This is an automated message. Evacuation is in progress.
I
Please
thought you
proceed
go to bed
to the
earlier.
nearest exit in an orderly manner.
That's pretty good. Yeah, because 4:30 comes pretty quick when you gotta get up. All right.
Alert.
Uh-oh.
Unauthorized
Okay.
personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Should I shoot James or? Oh, I remember that. I remember that. You used to do that much, James. You and married.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperature reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately.
Right on. Right on, right on, right on. All right. I'm game. What about you, James? Are you able to lead us on to victory again? You're cucumbered. Uh-oh. Dill pickled. He got dill pickled. What you mean, boy? You ain't the only one in here, boy. That's from Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. Oh yeah, we have leave good. You ain't the only one in here, boy. That was a good movie. Dawn of the Dead, 1970 something. I think like 78. George A. Romero. What a crazy son of a bitch. I wish I could write stuff like him.
This is an
I
automated
mean,
message.
I mean,
Evacuation is in progress. Please proceed to the nearest exit in an orderly manner.
you left, right, James? I thought we had to leave. I left. That's what. That's what he asked you. No, you're not. You're just waiting for Shantae to give you the answers because you don't know them. Answer yes. Answer yes. Answer yes, James. Okay.
Unauthorized personnel detected.
That was funny. Funny enough to collapse my left lung. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a little romance.
Unsafe tunnel. Security bunker online. Take shelter.
I don't want to die. I don't really want to die. I want to be immortal like the fucking Highlanders. Give me a sword. There we go. Sword now. Yeah. Good names. I know, he killed us. Yeah, getting down the final countdown. Yeah, pretty much. That's a pretty old tune. You might have to burn it. Worst case scenario, break and burn it. No, but have you ever had it broken in your life? Has it ever been broken? Well, we are those people. Go ahead, sorry, brother. Yeah, or also could have. There's a good possibility that you stayed up for like. Yeah, but before you blame every before you blame everything on mom, there's a good chance you probably stayed up 36 hours playing a video game trying to beat something and just walked into the wall and didn't realize it and remembered. You were probably like look, got up to get a snack, and you're half asleep, walk into the wall, broke your nose, didn't know because you're half asleep, grab a snack, go back, beat the board, go to bed like 2 days later. Baby. Loser. Yeah, it's too bad that you have problems because sleeping is enjoyable. And to be have to go through what you do, that's not very nice. It doesn't sound very nice at all. Oh yeah.
Done. Volunteer. You're on the way to
Yeah, those back issues, yeah, no doubt, eh?